Well, I say up, 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 up. You know, it's DJKat right here on the Arawak. Onwards and upwards, forward and never looking backwards. DJKat, send it on. Always moving progressively forward.
Thank you, Kat.
Okay.
Great privilege to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Anytime. So, people that don't know that voice, who are you? Let them know out there.
I am Shelly Lightnin, the Quiet Storm,
Okay.
otherwise known as.
Okay. And why that name? Why Shelly Lightnin?
Well, Shelly is actually a part of my first name,
Okay.
and the lightning, it just came as lightning does.
Yeah, just a flash.
Just so.
Okay. So, for those who don't know, let people out there know what it is that you do, what kind of music you play, etc.
Well, in the realms of music, I'm
Yeah.
a producer.
Okay.
I also sing. We have a band called Shelly Lightnin. The band is called the Most High Band,
Yeah.
and the act together is Shelly Lightnin and the Most High.
Okay.
I also do some radio presenting also
Yeah.
on Catch This, and that's every Sunday. And apart from that, I'm just more of a creative person, a creative soul in all. I also paint as well.
Yeah. Let them know what you're currently doing though.
In terms of when you say currently, well, at the moment we're working on my 10th production.
Okay.
Which is going to be album number 10.
Yeah.
We also have Onwards and Upwards, which is currently out.
Yeah.
Um,
And you're studying, yeah? Come on, let them know. This woman is studying as well as all of that.
yes, I'm taking a deeper look into psychology
Okay.
and also law. Psychology, for one, because I like to look at how music, art, colors,
Yeah.
etc., frequency and vibrations
Okay.
affect the soul,
Mm.
an individual on the basis of healing,
Okay.
and what part they have to play in uplifting the vibrations
Yeah.
of an individual, which then allows the brain to reprogram
Mm.
and start healing the body naturally, healing the
Okay.
body itself.
Yeah, man.
So I'm deeply into frequencies,
Okay.
vibrations, looking at that kind of stuff, but also energy,
Yeah.
because every single thing is energy, and we're all interconnected by this energy.
Okay.
You know, energy doesn't die, it transforms.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. So we can go really deep, yeah?
we could.
Yeah,
We
man.
shall.
So let's go back a little bit. How did you get involved in music or start music?
How did I start music?
Yeah.
I started music at the age of 3.
Wow.
I did London Royal Academy of Music.
Okay.
I was a part of that for about 9 years.
Yeah.
And my love of music is, I'd have to say, through my father and my godmother.
Okay.
You know, my father bought me a piano when I was about 3 years old.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
it's all then, you know, growing up in a Jamaican family, it's music on a Sunday
Okay.
and that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
it's a
So
large, very, very much a large part of my life. Very much what keeps me alive.
okay. So for the listeners out there, did you grow up in Jamaica?
Yeah, I spent a large portion of my childhood in Montego Bay,
Okay.
where I attended primary school, high school, college
Okay.
also. And that had a very major effect as well, and inspiration on the music. And also radio, you know, it's ingrained. I've been doing radio since I've been 12 years old.
Yeah.
I started at Radio West in Montego Bay
Okay.
under the patronage of a lady called Miss Lady. She's a lady, one of the first black people who actually highlighted the concept of dyslexia. She
Okay.
actually wrote a book on dyslexia. She was also a producer as well, and one of the first black presenters for BBC Pebble Mill.
Wow. Okay.
So it was, growing up in Jamaica was quite a privilege. I had the opportunity to grow amongst many artists, many producers as well, and a lot of great musicians who are currently in our scene now also.
Okay.
So it's, growing up in Jamaica.
Nice, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Good contrast.
Yeah, man. So, you sort of touched on being about the first lady that wrote dyslexia and so on and so forth. But within music, how is it for you being a producer, DJ, etc., within the music business that is such a male-dominated world, it seems? How is it for you? Come on.
Right.
Wow, she's looking at him and he's looking at her. What does that mean?
I'm looking at Mr. Manager around here. Mr. Manager, sir. No. How has it been?
Yeah.
The journey has we can look at this journey from two aspects.
Okay.
In reality, we can look at it from how it has increased growth and what it has caused me to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Being in the music industry, yes, it is predominantly male dominated.
Yeah.
And the cohesion itself is, it's quite scattered.
Yeah.
For me, music is about love. It's about life. It's about uplifting souls. So the journey for me, though it has been hard, and yes, I've encountered much adversity.
Yeah.
But I see this adversity, it's like when the sea is really rough. And when the sea is rough and those big waves come, you either surf them and come out on top of the surf.
Okay.
And that has always been, the music in as a woman has challenged me to be greater. Like Tanya Stevens she has an intro where she says, as a woman you have to be 100 times better than a man.
Yeah. You
have to be. So for me, it's challenged me to be able to produce my own music.
Yeah.
To learn the craft. On that side. It's challenged me to be more resilient. To not be one of those females who will drop out because of male influences or feeling overwhelmed by that oppressive force. Because sometimes you go to these studios and you say to a producer, or you say to the engineer, do this for me or do that, and they come off with they can't do this. But then it gives me joy to say, hold on,
I'll do it myself.
There you go.
Yeah.
And let's keep it moving. So you establish, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For
me, music isn't about popularity it's about sending forward that message, playing your part, in humanity.
Yeah. Just
uplifting and being genuine, and if you can help somebody, and and that will always be me. I won't change and I won't rearrange. It will just be that mission, that focus.
Yeah.
No competition. I don't chase competition. I chase creativity.
Definitely.
In the great words of Mr. Myers, I like that quote he says. It sums it up.
Uplifting, for real. So
We've
on
had
that note,
Shelly Lightnin.
Big respect to you. If you just locked in, we just spoke a little intro, a little bit about what Shelly Lightnin does. Okay, we also spoke about female and their kind of struggles, I suppose, within this music business. Okay, but let's talk about something positive. Who's inspiring you at the moment?
Who's inspiring me?
Yeah, at the moment or past, future, anything like that.
Just as an individual, as an artist.
Whatever. Who comes to mind?
Higher self.
Okay. What is that for the listeners out there? What is a higher self?
Higher self is when you take that time to intrinsically look at your journey into you.
Yeah.
And what inspires you. Just as you asked me, what inspires me? The need to be better, to be more loving, to be more giving, to be more helpful, to have a greater role in humanity,
Yeah.
to, ensure that I'm leaving a legacy, I'm guiding, I'm coaching, and then all of that could sound like ego, So
Yeah.
really what inspires me is just, sometimes, we look around and we think, oh yeah, when you realize that you as a person, as an individual,
Yeah.
as a soul on this earth is actually whole,
Yeah.
then there isn't really anything that you need to take from outside, because everything is inside
Yeah.
to be given out.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you say to people that they're always giving out but they don't receive anything back? What would you say? Because that's what a lot of comments you get back.
You know what? You have to know that if you're heartfully giving,
Yeah.
yeah, then you must know that it's not to whom you give that you shall receive from.
Yeah.
Yes.
For real.
But from the energy, because you're planting a seed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that you've planted that seed in that pot there. That plant is going to grow.
For real. Yeah.
And it's going to bear fruit. Now,
Yeah.
you might not necessarily be the person who picks it, but somebody might bring some of that fruit to you,
Yeah.
and it's off the tree that you gave the man the seed to plant.
For real.
You understand what I'm
Yeah, man,
saying?
for real.
So things in this world, once we acknowledge that we are all interconnected,
Yeah.
then the way that things are given and the way that things come in will no longer matter, because you realize that you're actually part of a greater energy, of a greater force. You're not here for any reason. You're here for purposeful cause.
Yeah.
And when I listen to your poetry and I hear the message that you put out, and I listen to some of your expressions and the feelings as well, then I understand when you say, what do you do when you're always giving and you never get?
Yeah.
You be patient and you have faith
Yeah, man.
in the knowingness
Yeah.
that all is well,
Yeah.
and all shall be well.
For real. Yeah, man.
Because your reality,
Yeah.
you create your reality. Let's just say I wanted this water, and I walked out the room and I came back and I said, DJKat, I can't see my water. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I've gone back out and I've come back and you're sitting, you're looking at the water. But in my reality, that water's not there.
Yeah.
So what you see is how you create your reality. So don't be a part of the game.
Yeah.
Change the game.
For real. Yeah.
You don't have to succumb to the everyday genres of living.
Yeah.
The simplicity and the beauty of in life is in simply being, just being you.
Yeah.
Because we are, if you look at us as all splinters of one greatness, then we're all a splinter of that greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah?
For real.
But every single splinter is different.
Yeah.
But they all come together to make that whole.
Yeah.
So your part is important, because if your little splinter is missing out there, then there's a gap.
Yeah.
So it's just...
Yeah, man. For real. You know what? I feel like you've educated people on the radio today. Hopefully. So, also as well, I want to ask about some of the current situations within the UK. So, one of the situations is knife crime, and it seems to be on the rise. Whether that is or not is a different story.
Right. We can handle this question from a few perspectives.
Yeah.
One, the media has been known to control the masses by instilling fear.
Yeah.
How accurate are the reports, the sources, that kind of stuff. Knife crime has been, when Kat-a-lyst started in 2007, we launched a campaign, didn't we, against knife crime.
Yeah.
That continued for 5 years we campaigned up until about 2012.
Yeah.
People tend to approach these things, in my opinion, in the wrong angle, we're waiting to respond to a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a reactive. It's not that. When the government cuts all the funding for youth activities within an area,
Yeah.
then what then are they expected to do?
Yeah.
When a certain age group of youth are constantly targeted on the media, if you think that black youth are targeted, black youth from say 13 to 19 are constantly and persistently stereotyped and targeted on the media, displayed as criminals, then they are priming the society mentally against the youth.
Yeah.
The effect of such is a disparity for the youth. If a youth is leaving school, okay, let's not even say leaving school, because half of them don't get the opportunity to stay in school.
For real.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If the government want to look at knife crime, then they need to look at the community. They need to look at the level of activities. But then we need to take it back to basics and way past back to history. The Willie Lynch syndrome. 400 years is done. That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
And all our youth, all of us, need to be aware of this fact.
Yeah.
So what needs to happen is that the family unit needs to be restored.
Yeah.
Social and community living needs to be restored. That means instead of bringing neighbors and giving neighbors fear against each other,
Yeah.
fear to leave your house. So we'll do online shopping, you know. Give the kids the iPad. They don't need to go to the park. It's not called a cell phone for a reason. It is a cell for your mind. And that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I was saying, this is like off the radio or something, you know, I don't want to get too...
No. I think it's true, and it's interesting as well, because when, like, for example, as well, a lot of people went on about the Windrush scandal as if it was new, but there was lots of different reports before that, as well as when it came out. And then the same with knife crime, if you go way back as well, there's a lot of different reports, but it just seems to be like it's a new thing.
The Windrush scandal is something that's quite dear to my heart. But
Yeah.
the only thing I'll say on the Windrush scandal is, at what point did British citizens of the Commonwealth lose their citizenship?
Yeah,
That's all I've got to say on that.
for real.
Because they entered as British citizens of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
And if you're born before a country is independent, or if a country is part of the Commonwealth, many people don't realize that Jamaica is still a part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
So therefore this should not be happening, because its citizens are still UK citizens.
Yeah.
Simply because if this was not so, then Jamaica would not have a Governor General in place.
Yeah.
The Governor General is the only person who can issue orders under the authority of the Queen for the army to act,
Yeah.
even in a state of emergency.
Okay.
So you know, like when Jamaica is on under a state of emergency,
Yeah.
he has to represent the Queen in allowing the army to go on.
Okay.
If Jamaica was an independent country, then that would not be so.
Yeah. True.
So that's all I have to say on the Windrush side of it, you know. But yeah, what we have to look at, and I think it is the biggest killer of our West Indian diaspora, is conflict and conflict mediation, whether it be individual conflict
Yeah.
and that sort of thing, conflict within the family. And not only that, but the government need to look at giving the mothers back authority over their children.
Yeah. No child line.
Do you understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? First and foremost. Because where a mother has no level of governance or discipline over her child, then there cannot be a proper emotionally supported or balanced individual being brought
Yeah.
into, you know what I mean? Specifically, or what I should say is parental controls. Let me
Yeah.
be more politically correct.
Okay. So I'm just interested as well because those who are locked in, they might not have been to Jamaica and so on and so forth. For you, what would you say is the differences? So we spoke about knife crime, we spoke about the Windrush and how we treat our young ones, etc., here in the UK. But obviously yourself growing up in Jamaica, what would you say was the differences, or is there similarities in knife crime, Windrush, etc.,
All I
etc.?
can say
You know?
is, even my kids, you know, the way we were brought up, you know,
Yeah.
I'm of the generation of the 70s.
Okay.
And, you know, our parents, our mothers all the mothers on the road would speak. That means if you're coming home from school and you misbehaved
Yeah.
at the bottom of the road,
Mm.
you know, by the time I got home, Auntie Linda would have already told my mom that, oh, you know that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it takes a community to bring up a child.
Yeah.
We have this kind of autonomous and this ownership. These new mothers of today's, oh, don't talk to my child. No, it's you know, grandparents also must, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all these things help to groom a family. My mother could never dare tell my grandfather not to tell us off. She'd probably get told off too.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think we've become lax, and we haven't maintained our cultural upbringing of the diaspora, whereby other cultures,
Mm.
you know, they have European cultures, Asian cultures, they
Yeah.
maintain theirs.
Okay.
We sell and water ours down.
Mm. Okay. So on that note, I'm gonna play another one of your tracks, and then we can come back in.
Satisfies
Okay.
your soul, because once you're happy on a soul level and you're happy within yourself,
Yeah.
then you vibrate at a higher frequency.
Yeah.
And when you're vibrating
Okay.
and you've got good energy,
Yeah.
you progress further because your mindset is different. You know, it's like if you reflect back to the days when you're going to school and you think, oh, PE today I got tummy ache.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because it's not something that you wanted to do.
Yeah.
But on the days where it was probably art, and you'd be like, yeah, up early, ready. You know, it's that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So what I'd say to the youth is, listen, be you.
Yeah.
You are powerful. You are great. You have every tool and resource that you need to achieve what you need to do already packed inside you.
Okay. Yeah. So you heard it here first, people. Do you have any events or any kind of places where people can link you up and check out Shelly Lightnin?
Yeah, they can check me out on iTunes, Reverb Nation, TuneCore, Spotify. Upcoming events, we got the One Love Festival that's coming up July 27th. That's going to be Hastings on Sea. All the lower tier tickets are sold out. Apparently it's only VIP and, you know, the more expensive tickets that are left at the moment. Also September the 1st, that is gonna be the Encounter Barbecue and One Love Festival at Hotwood, Kent, in Hotwood Farm Paddock in Kent.
That was a mouthful.
It is, and that's on the 1st of September. Also on the 15th of June, RJJ Jazz Cafe, that's down there on Livery Street. They're going to be doing something really exciting. They're doing a 1920s
Okay.
cotton club. It's
Okay.
like jazz, all that kind of stuff. Jazz and all that, those fandangles.
Okay.
So I should be there as well. And yeah.
Okay. So I didn't ask you beforehand, but I'm gonna ask you now. See what you say. Would you be up for doing a little something live on air? Right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
What I'm gonna do, I'll play a track first, one of your tracks,
Uh-huh.
and then if you have something in your mind you want to do, etc.,
Okay.
then yeah.
Alright.
This is on the spot, people. I've done it on the spot.
Okay.
Okay. But she didn't look phased, you know.
never been played on radio before. This one is one coming off the current album, and also.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
people, you're in for a treat. Are you ready?
I am. Are you?
I'm always ready. Okay, here we go, people. What's this one called?
Them can't move me, no. Them can't shake me.
Okay, people, here we go. Rewind.
Oh, them can't move me. Them can't move me, no. Them can't shake me. I stand firm within the Almighty. I am love in abundance, I am joy in excess. Clean hands, clean hearts, and my soul is blessed. Love is infinite, so that's what I express. The more I give, the more I get, I don't have to fret. Love, I am like diplomatic and polite. I will smile when you fight, say you can't dim my light. I love the motivation, keeps me humble and contrite. God give me, I'll feel me land, so it burn bright. I stand firm within the Almighty. Me know them can't shake me. High frequency, pure energy. Them can't shake me. You can think anything you want and invent anything you feel. Keep focused on the positive and make your vision real. The mind is so amazing, let's not start to understand it. The universe inside it affects your very body. Energy is infinite, just like your mighty source. Your mind to the test and creates a positive force. Always be grateful, be joyful and hopeful. Give without gain, love the sun and your rain. Me know that can't shake me. I stand firm within the Almighty. Other people may be doing. Lightning is not really of that kind.
Yeah.
I am firm in my own understanding, in my own belief, in my construct of self and life.
Yes.
You understand?
For
So
real.
therefore, nothing not gonna really move me and shake me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see, when you're focused on your task, you know, like you as an artist yourself,
Yeah.
and you know what you represent
Yeah.
as an empress.
Yeah.
You understand? Many people will come to try and tear you down.
For real.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
But you have to know yourself,
Yeah.
the value of your dignity. People will come with false accusations, false rumors, all
Yeah.
type of things.
Yeah.
And you just stand.
Mm.
You know, you keep your head up and don't let your crown fall down.
Yeah.
Because you are the essence of who you are.
Yeah.
Bad only come for conquer good.
For real.
But good will always prevail.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, man.
You understand?
For real.
So, you know, all I can say is, for the years that I've been within the music, even prior to Catch This, which has been, you know, founded and subsisted itself now for 12 years. Before that,
Yeah.
I was on Real Radio.
Okay.
Before that, it was City Limits.
Mm.
Before that, it was Hot 92. People don't even know, even remember. We used to do a 12-hour shift, 12 midnight on a Saturday till 12 on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Me as an empress, you know, alongside the mystery man. And so what it is that you stand firm in you,
Mm.
in your knowingness. People are not afraid of the dark, they're afraid of the light.
Yeah.
It's your presence that when you enter a room that throws people.
Yeah.
Increase your vibrations. All everybody else have to do is just up your own vibrations and increase your light. We are all light beings. The word hue means light.
Yeah.
So we are human beings, light beings.
Mm.
You know?
For real.
So that's what it's about, and that's what that song is about. It's just make one know, say, boy, try your best, you know.
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah, man.
But there me now move, you can't shake me.
Yeah.
You understand?
For real.
And a lot of people don't realize when they plan the demise of others that really it is a reflection on themselves.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
For real, yes, definitely.
So always be confident and confident in the knowingness of self.
Yes, for real. So, to sum up for you and any of the listeners out there, what would you like to say to them for any last final thoughts out there?
Be love. That's all I have to say. Be love. You know, love is, it doesn't exist until it is given.
Yeah.
A kiss is not a kiss until it's given. A hug is not a hug until it's given. A gift is not a gift until it is given. What are they in existence if not given?
For real.
Just be love.
Yeah.
That's it. Be yourself and be love.
Thank you. So I want to say a huge thank you to you for coming to support myself and also just to talk. And it's nice to have an Empress on the radio with me. And of course, I'll come and see you up there as well.
You know you'll be up on a Sunday. You know, because I have to. I would really love to switch the table and have you on this side.
Okay.
You know, speaking about the marvelous poetry that you write. I can only say a massive thank you to the management of Arawak Radio and yourself for, you know, looking out into the distance and seeing me floating out there and inviting me in, you know.
Yeah, man.
It's very much appreciative. And you say, thank me for coming to support you, but I thank you for the marvelous energy that you have expended and the time that you've taken. You know, I thank you very much.
Anytime. And of course, any new music, anything like that, please send and I will always play.
Definitely, I will. We will. This the link strong, man. Link can't break it. Now go broke down for yourself.
Yeah, man.